Hi, this is Julie from Prairie Junction Quilt Shop in Cozad, Nebraska. Thanks so much for joining us. Today I'm going to share with you a little bit about this brand new fabric line that we have in the shop from Wyndham Fabrics, and it's designed by Dale Allen Rose of the Quilting Cowboy. And we just love this line. I think it's so unique, something a little different than what we've had before, in that it particularly has a little bit more of a geometric slant to it, which makes it great for all kinds of masculine quilt projects. It seems sometimes we have an abundance of florals to choose from, but maybe not quite so much fabrics that can make a nice contemporary quilt and something that the gentlemen in your lives would enjoy. So we want to showcase that line a little bit for you today. We do have the complete collection. So we have these bolts here, and we also have a tub of bolts right here behind us. And so we have all those fabrics available in yardage. We have fat quarter bundles, and we have a selection. I pulled all the fat quarters here so you can see the prints a little bit better. There's circles and plaids and little textures and squiggles and just very geometric things that'll make a nice contemporary quilt for you. Some of the projects that Dale has showcased in his lookbook here, designed from Wyndham. The fabric line is actually called Pottery, and a lot of contemporary quilts in here. We particularly fell in love with the idea of this quilt here, and so we found a very similar pattern called Sidewalk Chalk, and showed you a little version that we had seen done up online that really inspired us that this line would look great in that pattern. So that's a pattern that we recommend for that particular collection. We also have the Rolling Romance pattern that Dale himself designed. So the fabrics that you see featured on the cover there are the fabrics from the line as well. And this project can use 25 fat quarters plus some additional fabrics for your borders and your backgrounds. So it's a fun way to collect the fat quarter collection and have a fun applique project to make with that. We also think some of patterns from GE Designs would be really conducive to this fabric line as well. This quilt is called Lucy, and I think that would look great in particularly the golds and browns and blues from that fabric line. And then a few other projects that we have done up that we think would also lend themselves well to this fabric line is this little table runner is called Kyra. And there's actually a full-size quilt version of that pattern, and there's a table runner version as well. So we have the table runner version done up, and that's called Little Kyra. And we do have kits made up of that particular project as well to make that easy for you. And then I think this pillow would look great in this Pottery collection as well. And that's called the Chevron Pillow. And we have the patterns for that as well. It really just uses some 2.5-inch strips of fabric, so it would be great to make, to coordinate with a quilt, to make that out of the scraps that you designed. You make tubes of fabric and stitch them down on a background. So it's really a lot more simple than it looks to put it together. So once again, there's just a lot of great geometric prints in this line that we think would be great for if you're maybe looking for some graduation quilts. I think this would look great for anybody that that lives on a ranch or has more of a country look to decor, all the way to designs that are more contemporary as well. So we hope you'll love this line too. It's by Wyndham once again, and the name is Pottery, and it's designed by Dale Allen Rose of the Quilting Cowboy. And you can find all of the products that I talked about today on our website at prairiepointjunction.com, or give us a call. Thanks for joining us.